They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but for those of us in our golden years, that saying doesn't just ring true, it echoes louder than ever. After a night of rest, your body wakes up hungry, not just for food, but for fuel, the kind that keeps your energy steady, your memory sharp, your muscles strong, and your day on track. But here's the surprising truth. Some of the most common breakfast choices, those that seem harmless, even healthy, could actually be quietly draining your strength. Yes, the very foods you once trusted might now be working against your body. On the flip side, there are simple, often overlooked breakfast staples, nutrient-rich and delicious, that could become your strongest allies in aging gracefully. In today's episode from Elder Wisdom and Strength, we're peeling back the label on breakfast. You'll discover 4 foods older adults should avoid, ones that may trigger energy crashes, joint stiffness, and muscle loss over time. But we're not stopping there. We'll also reveal 4 powerful foods to embrace, meals that fuel your muscles, balance your blood sugar, and help you feel more alive with every sunrise. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to sugar, to inflammation, to missing nutrients. That innocent bowl of cereal you loved in your 40s? It might now be sapping your vitality, leaving you tired, foggy, or stiff before noon. But here's the good news. You don't need to skip breakfast. You just need to reimagine it. Small changes, smart swaps, big results. Whether you're hoping to avoid that mid-morning slump or looking to support a more mobile, active lifestyle, your first meal sets the rhythm for the rest of your day. So let's begin right now with the first breakfast food seniors should avoid at all costs, especially if fatigue, weight gain, or joint pain are becoming part of your morning routine. That colorful box in your pantry, the one with smiling cartoon characters or promises of heart health, it might be your morning's biggest mistake. Sugary cereals are sweet traps. They lure you in with convenience and childhood nostalgia. But underneath that crunch lies a sugar bomb that explodes in your bloodstream and takes your energy, muscle, and focus down with it. For many seniors, reaching for a quick bowl of cereal seems innocent enough. But what starts as a light breakfast often ends in an energy crash by 10 a.m., leaving you foggy, sluggish, and wondering why you feel too tired to move. Here's the science. Most popular cereals are loaded with refined sugars and artificial sweeteners. These cause your blood sugar to spike like a rocket, then plummet just as fast. And if your body's already more sensitive to sugar, something that naturally happens with age, those spikes can wear you down faster than you think. Even worse, these cereals are missing the very nutrients your body needs. Fiber, protein, healthy fats, the trio that keeps your muscles strong and your appetite steady. Let's meet Harry Montgomery, a 76-year-old retired engineer from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Harry loved his cereal. It was easy, quick, and familiar. But over the years, his mornings began to feel heavier. His joints ached. He struggled to finish his morning walks. It wasn't until his doctor connected the dots. Those sugar-filled breakfasts were sending Harry's blood sugar on a roller coaster, draining his strength and accelerating muscle loss. So Harry made a switch. Instead of cereal, he started his day with warm oats, topped with almonds and fresh berries. Within weeks, he noticed more energy, less stiffness, and the return of strength in his stride. And it's not just Harry. Countless older adults are unknowingly trading vitality for sugar. Refined sugar, especially without enough protein or healthy fat, speeds up muscle breakdown. It contributes to sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass that affects everything from balance to independence. So what can you do instead? Upgrade your bowl. Try steel-cut oats or whole grain porridge. Add a handful of walnuts, a sprinkle of chia seeds, and a few fresh blueberries. This simple change provides the fiber, protein, and antioxidants your body craves in the morning, helping you stay full, energized, and strong. In short, sugary cereals are wolves in sheep's clothing. They steal your strength while offering a sweet, fleeting high. Swap them out, and you're not just changing your breakfast, you're reclaiming your morning, your energy, and your health. Now let's move on to the next sneaky breakfast item, one that looks like a healthy drink, but may be silently sabotaging your muscles and metabolism. A glass of orange juice at sunrise, it feels like health in a cup. It's bright, it's refreshing, it promises a dose of vitamin C to kickstart your day. But here's the truth no carton will tell you. Most fruit juices are liquid sugar bombs, disguised as health food. Even the ones labeled 100% juice. Yes, even those. Unlike whole fruits, juices have had their fiber stripped away. That means the natural sugars inside go straight into your bloodstream, fast and hard. And for seniors, whose bodies may no longer handle sugar as efficiently, that can spell disaster for energy, muscle strength, and blood sugar control. Let's bring this closer to home. Meet Gloria Thomas, a 70-year-old retired nurse from Toledo, Ohio. Every morning, Gloria poured herself a tall glass of orange juice. It was a ritual, something she'd done for decades. But lately, her mornings felt heavy. Her muscles ached. She felt tired before her day had even begun. After tracking her meals and speaking with a nutritionist, she discovered the culprit. That innocent-looking juice. It was spiking her blood sugar and leaving her drained by mid-morning, fueling inflammation and muscle fatigue along the way. So Gloria made a change. She swapped the juice for a protein-rich smoothie made with spinach, berries, and a touch of almond milk. The result? More energy, fewer aches, and a lighter step on her daily walks. You see, juice doesn't fill you, it fools you. It gives you a sweet surge, then drops you into fatigue. And without fiber to slow digestion, your body scrambles to handle the sugar hit. The result? More insulin resistance, more fat storage, less muscle recovery. It's a metabolic ambush in a pretty bottle. So what's the better option? Eat the fruit, don't drink it. Whole fruits like apples, berries, and oranges still offer that natural sweetness, but with fiber to balance the load. Even better? Try smoothies made with leafy greens, Greek yogurt, and a handful of berries. Or hydrate with water infused with cucumber or lemon, refreshing and sugar-free. To sum it up, fruit juice may sparkle like sunshine, but inside it's more storm than shelter. It strips your body of stability, energy, and strength, all in the name of a healthy choice. Choose whole, choose slow digesting, choose fuel, not fireworks. And now let's turn to another health food that's been misleading people for decades, especially older adults trying to stay lean. Low-fat yogurt. It may sound like a smart pick, but it might be robbing your muscles of exactly what they need most. Yogurt. It sounds healthy, right? Cool, creamy, packed with calcium and probiotics. But not all yogurts are created equal, and some might be quietly working against your health. Low-fat yogurt is one of the biggest nutritional illusions on the breakfast table. It's marketed as light, fit, or heart smart. But when food companies take out the fat, they often replace it with something far worse: added sugars, artificial flavors, and missing nutrients. And that spells bad news for aging muscles. You see, your body needs fat, especially as you age. Healthy fats help absorb vitamins like D and K, build hormones, reduce inflammation, and, most importantly, support muscle repair and strength. When you strip those fats away, you leave your muscles undernourished and underpowered. Let's talk about Phyllis Washington, a 75-year-old retired teacher from Charlotte, North Carolina. For years, Phyllis started her day with a fruit-flavored, low-fat yogurt. It felt like a smart, light choice, but she couldn't shake the fatigue. She felt sluggish, and her legs cramped more often on her morning walks. A visit to a nutritionist revealed the truth. Her yogurt had more sugar than a donut, and not enough protein or fat to support muscle recovery. Once she switched to full-fat Greek yogurt, things changed. Her energy improved, her walks felt smoother, and her body began to feel nourished again, not deprived. Low-fat yogurt doesn't just lack fat, it often lacks enough real protein too. And when you're trying to maintain strength, that matters. Muscles need protein, like bricks need mortar. Without it, your body breaks down faster, heals slower, and loses the power that keeps you moving independently. Plus, the added sugars in low-fat yogurts can spike your blood sugar, triggering crashes, fatigue, and even inflammation that wears on your joints and tissues. So what's the solution? Go full-fat, go Greek. Full-fat Greek yogurt is rich in protein, loaded with healthy fats, and naturally satisfying. It supports digestion with probiotics, fuels your muscles, and helps you feel full longer. without the sugar roller coaster. Try it with fresh berries and a handful of walnuts. Add a drizzle of honey if you like a touch of sweetness. But now you're in control. The takeaway? Low-fat yogurt may look like a healthy choice, but it's a masked pretender, often robbing you of the very nutrients your aging body craves. Don't fall for light labels. Instead, choose foods that nourish deeply, rebuild muscle, and support lasting energy. Next, let's look at a breakfast food that's often treated like an innocent morning treat, but acts more like dessert. Muffins. Soft, sweet, and silently undermining your strength. They smell warm. They feel comforting. They sit in tidy rows behind coffee shop glass, promising a soft, gentle start to your morning. But muffins are more dessert than breakfast, especially the store-bought kind. Under that golden crust and healthy-sounding label, blueberry bran, even low-fat, lurks a mix of refined flour, added sugars, and unhealthy fats. And together, they create a perfect storm for blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and muscle loss. Here's the hard truth. Most muffins are little more than cupcakes without frosting. They digest fast, too fast. The refined carbs rush into your bloodstream like a sugar avalanche, flooding your system with glucose, then crashing just as quickly. For seniors, the sugar roller coaster doesn't just sap energy. It can worsen insulin resistance, amplify fatigue, and accelerate the breakdown of precious muscle tissue. Now let's meet Vera Harding, a 72-year-old retired nurse from Minneapolis. Vera loved her morning routine. Coffee and a muffin, usually blueberry. It felt light, easy, something to enjoy while reading the news. But she began to feel stiffer each morning. Her walks grew shorter. Her muscles cramped more easily. Something wasn't right. A trip to her doctor revealed the quiet culprit. Those morning muffins, high in sugar, low in protein, and quietly draining her vitality. So Vera swapped her muffin for something heartier. Whole grain toast, avocado, and a hard-boiled egg. The difference? Within weeks, her energy came back. Her legs felt stronger. She walked farther, with less soreness and more joy. What makes muffins so problematic isn't just the sugar, it's what's missing. Fiber, protein, healthy fats, the trio your muscles depend on. Eating a muffin for breakfast is like trying to build a house with cotton candy. There's nothing solid there. No fuel to repair tissue, no slow-burning carbs to sustain energy, no building blocks for strength. So what should you eat instead? Think strong, think slow, think balanced. Whole grain options like steel-cut oats, whole wheat toast, or high-fiber pancakes give you sustained energy. Pair them with eggs, nut butter, or full-fat Greek yogurt to keep your muscles fueled and your hunger at bay. You're not just eating, you're building resilience. Bottom line, muffins may taste like comfort, but they offer no support to your aging body. They promise sweetness, but deliver weakness. And over time, they erode the strength you rely on. Swap the treat for something that treats your body with care, and you'll feel the difference in every step you take. Now that we've uncovered the breakfast foods to avoid, it's time for the exciting part. The 4 breakfast heroes every senior should embrace for stronger muscles, better energy, and a vibrant, active life. The best breakfast food. Number 1, whole grains. A fiber-rich base that boosts energy and supports muscle health. Imagine your body as a well-tuned engine. It doesn't run on sparks, it runs on a slow, steady burn. That's exactly what whole grains deliver. Unlike refined grains, which burn out like dry leaves, whole grains offer long-lasting energy. They're rich in fiber, B vitamins, and key minerals like magnesium and iron. The essential tools your body needs to fuel muscles, regulate blood sugar, and keep digestion running smoothly. Let's bring it to life with Clara Martin, a 78-year-old retired teacher from Salt Lake City, Utah. For years, Clara ate white toast and eggs for breakfast, quick, familiar, and easy to prepare. But by mid-morning, her energy would fade, and by afternoon, she felt heavy, tired, and stiff. Then she made a small change. Steel-cut oats topped with almond butter and fruit. Within just a few days, she noticed something different. She felt fuller, longer. Her digestion improved. That afternoon slump? gone. Clara's breakfast wasn't just a meal anymore. It became fuel for her day. So what makes whole grains so powerful? It starts with their structure. Unlike white bread or processed cereal, whole grains keep their germ, bran, and endosperm intact, which means more nutrients and more fiber. That fiber slows digestion, prevents sugar spikes, and helps you stay satisfied longer. Fiber also supports heart health and gut balance, two areas that become more fragile with age. And the B vitamins in whole grains? They're essential for energy production and muscle function, helping you feel stronger and more stable as you move through your day. How can you make the switch? Start with easy, delicious swaps. Trade instant oats for steel-cut or rolled oats. Choose whole wheat toast over white. Try a warm bowl of quinoa or brown rice with eggs and avocado. And don't forget the toppings, nuts, seeds, and berries. Add healthy fats, antioxidants, and extra flavor. Think of your breakfast like a canvas for nourishment. The takeaway? Whole grains aren't just a better carb. They're a complete foundation for morning strength. They help regulate energy, protect muscle mass, and keep your body humming well into the afternoon. Your first bite of the day should be more than filling. It should be fortifying. Next, we'll explore a creamy, satisfying food packed with the kind of fat your body actually craves. Avocados and why they're a senior superfood. The best breakfast food number 2. Avocados, a creamy source of healthy fats that support muscle recovery and energy. It's green, it's silky, it's rich without being heavy, and it might just be the best thing you can spread on toast. Avocados are more than a trend. They're a nutritional powerhouse, especially for older adults who need healthy fats, muscle support, and lasting energy. Let's start with what makes avocados so special. They're packed with monounsaturated fats, the kind that protects your heart, lowers inflammation, and fuels your muscles. They also deliver fiber, potassium, and vitamins C and E, nutrients that keep your joints limber, energy stable, and muscles primed for recovery. And unlike processed breakfast fats like margarine or greasy sausage, avocados offer clean, nourishing fuel that works with your body, not against it. Now meet Martha Stevens, a 74-year-old retired librarian from Madison, Wisconsin. Martha had always lived actively. She loved gardening, walking the trails near her home, and keeping up with her grandkids. But after breakfast, she began to notice a slowdown, tired legs, sore joints, and a general sense of fatigue. A nutritionist suggested one simple addition: half an avocado in the morning. Martha started spreading it on toast, mixing it into eggs, and blending it into smoothies. The result? Smoother mornings, more energy, less soreness. I feel like my muscles finally have something to work with, she said. And she's right. Avocados aren't just about healthy fats. They also help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These vitamins are essential for bone strength, immune support, and muscle repair, especially as we age. Potassium, abundant in avocados, helps regulate electrolytes and prevent the muscle cramps that sneak up on many older adults. So how can you bring avocados into your breakfast? Try these ideas. Spread it on whole grain toast with a sprinkle of sea salt and lemon. Mash it into scrambled eggs for added creaminess and nutrition. Blend it into a smoothie with spinach and berries for a silky texture. Or enjoy it simply with a spoon, seasoned with herbs. The takeaway? Avocados are like nature's butter, but smarter, smoother, and far more supportive of your aging body. They don't just taste good, they help your muscles recover, keep your blood sugar steady, and fuel you with grace and strength. Your body's not slowing down, it's just asking for better tools. An avocado is one of the best you can give it. Next, let's crack open the next breakfast powerhouse, eggs, and explore why this protein-rich classic is more vital than ever for maintaining muscle and energy in later life. The best breakfast food number 3, eggs, a protein-packed breakfast that supports muscle health and strength. Simple, versatile, time-tested, eggs have been a breakfast staple for generations, and for good reason. Inside that humble shell is one of nature's most complete packages: high-quality protein, healthy fats, essential vitamins, and minerals that your body needs. especially as you age. As we grow older, our muscle mass naturally declines, a condition called sarcopenia. And what do muscles need to stay strong and functional? Protein, and plenty of it. That's where eggs shine. Just one egg contains all 9 essential amino acids, the building blocks your muscles use to repair, grow, and stay resilient. They're also rich in vitamin D, which supports both muscle and bone strength, 2 pillars of independence and mobility. Let's look at Walter Patterson, a 79-year-old retired architect from Portland, Oregon. Walt loved oatmeal in the morning, but over time he noticed something was missing. His arms felt weaker, his legs didn't carry him as far, and his energy dipped earlier than it used to. After a talk with his doctor, Walt added eggs to his breakfast, sometimes scrambled, sometimes boiled, sometimes folded into a veggie omelet. And the result? More energy, greater muscle strength, fewer aches, and better mornings. "It's like my body finally woke up," he said. You see, eggs aren't just protein, they're purposeful fuel. They also contain choline for brain health, selenium for immune function, and healthy fats that help you absorb key vitamins. And unlike sugary breakfast foods, eggs help stabilize blood sugar, giving you sustained energy without the crash. So how can you enjoy them? Here are a few ideas. Scrambled with spinach and avocado, hard-boiled for a quick grab and go bite, poached over whole grain toast, or folded into a colorful vegetable omelet. Pair them with whole grains or berries, and you've got a muscle-supporting, energy-sustaining powerhouse of a breakfast. The takeaway: eggs are more than a tradition. They're a smart, science-backed choice for seniors who want to stay strong, steady, and energized. If your breakfast could talk, eggs would be the cheerleader saying, "You've got this. Let's keep moving." Next, we'll explore the final breakfast hero, a sweet, colorful, antioxidant-rich food that fights inflammation and fuels recovery. Berries. The best breakfast food, number 4. Berries, a nutrient-packed powerhouse that supports muscle health and recovery. Bright, juicy, bursting with color and flavor. Berries aren't just beautiful, they're one of the most powerful foods you can put on your plate. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. These tiny fruits are rich in antioxidants, vitamin C, and fiber. And for seniors, they offer a unique combination of benefits. They fight inflammation, protect your muscles, and help your body recover more efficiently. You see, as we age, our muscles become more vulnerable to damage from oxidative stress, the wear and tear caused by free radicals in our cells. Berries are nature's defense system. Packed with compounds like anthocyanins, they help reduce inflammation, speed up muscle recovery, and protect joints and tissues from long-term strain. Let's visit Margaret Maggie Ferguson, a 78-year-old retired high school teacher from Tucson, Arizona. Maggie loved to garden, but lately she noticed that her muscles stayed sore longer after bending and lifting. She started adding a cup of fresh blueberries to her morning oatmeal, just a small change. But after a couple of weeks, she felt the difference. Less stiffness, faster recovery, more energy to do the things she loved. "It's like my body just felt lighter," she said. And she's not alone. Vitamin C in berries helps your body produce collagen, which is essential for joint and tendon health, so your muscles aren't working alone. And the fiber? It keeps your digestion smooth and your blood sugar stable, so no more roller coaster mornings. Here's how to make berries part of your daily rhythm. Stir them into Greek yogurt or oatmeal. Blend them into smoothies with spinach and protein powder. Toss them over whole grain pancakes or toast, or simply enjoy them fresh as a sweet, natural snack. Frozen berries work just as well and keep their nutrients intact, so you can enjoy them all year round. The takeaway? Berries bring beauty to your breakfast, but they also bring real strength. They nourish your muscles, protect your joints, and give you the antioxidants your body needs to age with power and grace. They're proof that food can be delicious and healing, sweet and strong at the same time. Now that we've explored what to avoid and what to embrace at the breakfast table, let's bring it all together and talk about how small choices in the morning can build a healthier, more vibrant life. Breakfast isn't just a habit, it's a message to your body. It says, here's the fuel you need to move, to think, to stay strong. And as we've seen, the right choices can make all the difference. Today, we uncovered 4 common breakfast mistakes that may be silently working against you. Sugary cereals that spike your blood sugar and sap your strength. Fruit juices that deliver sugar without fiber or staying power. Low-fat yogurts that rob you of the healthy fats and protein your muscles crave. Muffins that masquerade as breakfast but act more like dessert. They may feel familiar, but over time, they can lead to fatigue, weight gain, and muscle loss. But here's the good news. You're not stuck. By swapping these out for 4 simple, powerful foods, you can reclaim your mornings and your momentum. Whole grains for lasting energy and fiber. Avocados for healthy fats and joint support. Eggs for complete protein and muscle strength. Berries for antioxidants, recovery, and natural sweetness. These aren't just ingredients. They're investments in your vitality. At Elder Wisdom and Strength, our mission is to help you thrive through smart, science-backed nutrition. Because aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means getting smarter about how you care for your body. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, am I eating for energy or for habit? Is my breakfast draining me or building me up? Even one small change, a scoop of oats, an egg on toast, a handful of berries, can shift the entire rhythm of your day. We'd love to hear from you. What changes are you making to your breakfast routine? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. We read everyone. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you, and subscribe to Elder Wisdom and Strength for more tips on healthy aging, nutrition, and staying strong at every stage of life. You deserve a body that moves with ease and mornings that begin with strength. And it all starts right here, right now, with what you put on your plate. Start strong, stay strong. Your future is fueled one breakfast at a time.